All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great episode on your favorite political talk show, The Truth, with Ben Jokes. After struggling to defend Tinubu in an interview 3 days ago, Shehu Sani reacted to news of Tinubu writing to the National Assembly asking for a loan of 40 trillion naira. He wrote, even though the lawmakers have the details of the request, after the removal of subsidies, borrowing such billions of dollars is a bit confusing. Oh, it's only a bit confusing. Just a bit. Don't worry. When the sky falls, it is not one man's business. When they scatter this country, all of us will suffer it. Tinubu is moving to completely destroy Nigeria, and other Nigerian elites are quiet because they believe they already have their own lives sorted out. When we lose our country, that elite status they have will vanish. And to the common men who are still backing Tinubu or sitting on the fence on this issue, it is time to jettison sentiments. Tinubu and the APC are out to destroy Nigeria, and only the masses can stop them. Now, let us get to the top stories. Orji Kalu has come under fire after he called Nigerian youths lazy and unwilling to work while praising Tinubu's policies. And next is that video that shows more APC chieftains rejecting the endorsement of Tinubu for his second term by AKPABIO and other APC governors. As a matter of fact, the video here showed that everything about that summit was fake because Tinubu, AKPABIO and the other APC governors had to deceive the other APC chiefs for them to attend the summit. They gave them the impression that it was a summit to properly analyze Tinubu's 2 years, only for the sycophants like Hope Uzodinma and Kaduna State Governor Uba Sani to take to the stage, and they began endorsing Tinubu. Before I show you details of these top stories and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this video when I said Governor of Edo State, Okpebholo, had no right to criticize cultism in Edo State because he himself is a cultist. Some people said I was being too critical. Now, watch how Okpebholo is running Edo State, exactly like a cultist. Watch this video.
There's a story on leadership. There's a story on leadership about a court that has taken a position and ordered for the return of local government chairmen.
You mean in Edo State?
In Edo State, sorry.
In
Edo State.
That's the headline there. The whole flouted court order on LG
until this moment, no appeal, but you have not also obeyed the orders of the court. Is that the political culture we are talking about?
No,
the political culture of disobeying the law, intimidating people?
If you look at what's happening in Edo State, you know, you come because you do not like the faces of council chairmen, then you instigate the House of Assembly to remove them. And these guys, they had the option of actually, you know, unleashing thugs on whoever wanted to, but they chose the path of civility. They went to court, and crying out loud, the court said, no, you cannot do that. The least the governor ought to have done was to allow to appeal that. You know, you've not appealed, okay, or allow that. What's the tenure of this council chairman? But you see, we want this Bolekaja tactics, and I think the federal government has got to wade into that crisis in Edo State, just like it did in River State, because there's no, I mean, what is good for the goose should also be good for the gander.
So do you lean into what Ezocha was also alluding to, the act of impunity?
How can a governor stand up and elected local government chairman, no matter how much you hate them, allow them serve out their tenure, and then if you want to bring your children to become local government chairman, fine. But to broad daylight rape democracy with impunity, is that bad?
I think the president should step in here and save democracy in Edo State. If the allocations of local government in River State should be stopped,
yes,
I don't see the reason
why they shouldn't stop that over
exactly.
the state.
Based on the court,
based on the court, and this is a country where the Supreme Court has made it clear on the way to follow as far as local government administration is. I think the allocations of the local government
should be stopped.
Should be stopped until the needful is done, because this is pure impunity that is reigning in Edo State.
You heard that. A governor came in and removed elected chairmen for no reason. That's an approach of cultists. Then the chairmen are approached the Supreme Court. They did not begin a fight with him. They approached the Supreme Court like gentlemen. And even as corrupt as the Supreme Court is, they saw that the chairmen were completely innocent. So they gave them the victory in that case. But the same Governor Okpebolo refused to honor the verdict of the Supreme Court. He will only honor the words of Tinubu because Tinubu is their number one. He's their 001. And that is how cultists operate. They can break the law, they can defy police, but once that number one man speaks, that is the man they will obey. That is typical cultism. Okpebolo and APC are as bad as all the cultists in Edo State, and they ought to all be flushed out. Now, let us look at the top stories. First is that update from Orji Kalu calling Nigerian youths lazy while he praised Tinubu's policies. And next is that update that shows that more APC chieftains are rejecting Tinubu's shameful endorsement. In fact, this video revealed that Tinubu, AKPABIO, and the APC governors actually had to deceive other APC chiefs into thinking it was a summit to analyze Tinubu's performance, only for them to begin endorsing him. Because they knew that if they had said the truth, those other APC chiefs wouldn't have attended. Let's start by taking that update from Orji Kalu. Look at how the papers reported it. Tinubu's hardship. Nigerians lazy, used to getting easy money, Orji Kalu says. Former Governor Orji Kalu has defended the economic policies of Bola Tinubu, which have been criticized for being harsh. According to the Senate Chief Whip, Nigerians are bearing the brunt of the unprecedented hardship caused by Mr. Tinubu's approach to resolving the nation's intractable economic and security woes because they are lazy and accustomed to receiving easy money. The former Abia governor made this statement on Tuesday, speaking with journalists at the National Assembly complex. Mr. Kalu said, "Since 1960, this is the first president, I have the facts, who stopped the fuel subsidy. This is the first president who merged the dollar rates. That is why we are suffering, because Nigerians are not used to working hard. We are used to getting easy money. People used to sit in their houses, use their phones, get dollars, and sell at very high rates." The senator added, "Let me be honest with you. I am a businessman, not a politician. There are only a few things that are not happening. The indices of Tinubu's policies might not be walking down the line. People are still suffering. Yes, I agree with that. But it has started trickling in at the macro level. That is at the upper level, not the lower level." Mr. Kalu begged for more time on behalf of Tinubu, claiming that the country had turned the corner. "So I'm hoping that in the next 2 to 3 years, Tinubu's policies will trickle down and Nigerians will appreciate what he's doing," stated the politician. In the next 2 to 3 years, one foolishness. Then the worst is he saying that Nigerians are lazy. Can you just imagine that? What a world. A man who stole to the point that he went to jail is calling Nigerians lazy, a country where people work day and night and still can't feed properly because of what this criminal Orji Kalu and his fellow thieves in the APC have reduced the country into. But I don't blame him. It is Nigerians that have given them this liberty to say and do whatever they want because they treat us anyhow and we don't react. And Amani here says, Orji Kalu really called Nigerians lazy and used to easy money? Really? The same Nigerians who hustle day and night just to survive a broken system created by people like him? This is not just disrespectful, it is shameless gaslighting. I am telling you. And just as Nigerians were yet reacting to that video from that APC chieftain rejecting Tinubu's endorsement and exposing him, saying that they were actually deceived with the title of the summit to make them attend, began making the rounds. See the video.
I was shocked because the theme of the summit is renewed hope agenda, the journey so far. And in my own thinking, which I stand to be corrected if I'm wrong, this would have been a reflection of what our administration has done in the past 2 years vis-a-vis promises made to Nigerians. how these policies were executed. What are the shortfalls? What is the impact to Nigerians? How did we not get it right in the event there are mistakes? What can we do to correct it? That being said, it's supposed to be an interactive session between the executive, the legislative, and
party stakeholders
that were invited, because I saw my party members from my state, meaning some of them came all the way from Adamawa State, 800 kilometers, to witness this occasion. And I expected that interactive session to have taken place, where ministers will come and give their scorecards. The same thing with the legislative arm, and likewise governors, executives should also give their scorecards. But there is a saying, Talba, and that day is one of the days I have confirmed the saying that there is no bad leader but bad disciples. Hope Uzodimma, who is the chairman of the Progressive Forum, I was not happy with him, because when he stood up, he started with the whole endorsement thing. I was thinking
you mean at the event?
At the event, yes.
Right, okay.
He started with the endorsement thing, followed by Ubasani, who is the Progressive chairman of the Northern Governors Forum. Now, if Hope Uzodimma has started well, and that is why people are saying the danger of putting up a bad precedent. If Hope Uzodimma had come and said, okay, look, Mr. President, in our 2 years of office, in line with your renewed hope agenda, this is the statistics of us as governors, 22 of us. This is what we were able to achieve. This is the number of people who were able to lift up poverty. They are now above poverty line. This is how we have done well in the areas of agriculture, in education, in health sector, in industrialization, in transportation. If he can give a summary of these statistics to the president, to the people, I will be there. Though my state is not APC, but of course I will be happy that these are the 22 governors, and this is how they have supported the renewal agenda. But nothing of such from the governor. The same thing with, I don't know, maybe because he has nothing to offer. I just don't get it.
You heard that. You see, the fact remains that Tinubu, AKPABIO, and the other APC governors are actually not comfortable with the way things are going. They are actually afraid. They are just pretending, making it look as if they are totally in charge. And another truth that we cannot run away from is that the APC is tearing apart rapidly, because the APC chiefs, the ones at the grassroots that really control the party, are all over the internet and the media houses saying that they don't accept this endorsement. It means there's serious crisis within the party. So Tinubu, AKPABIO, and APC governors knew that if they said it was an endorsement summit, the hall would have been empty that day. And even with their lies, many APC chiefs still did not attend. They just knew that that summit was going to end up the way it ended, so they refused to attend. Then the ones who were unfortunate to attend are now all over the place saying that they reject the endorsement. And they are not even hiding it or being pragmatic. They are openly rebuking the party chiefs, calling their names, AKPABIO, Hope Uzodimma, Ubasani. That is what they've been doing. And that tells you that there is serious crisis within the party when name calling has now become a thing. People are no longer afraid. It tells you that they are ready to shatter the table. And this goes to show that the predicted implosion within the APC is definitely going to happen. We are beginning to see signs now, because this party has really destroyed Nigeria to the point that even their own members are tired of all that they are doing, and they are so selfish. AKPABIO would want to take half of the budget and keep to himself alone. The same thing with the likes of Hope Uzodimma. So the selfishness is now totally tearing the party apart. Then those that still have a conscience amongst them will say that no, this is not how the country should go. Salisu Lukman was speaking this morning. He said he went through the renewed hope agenda. He had the hard copy and the soft copy, and he said he took it again and read it from the beginning to the end recently, and he saw that there was nothing written in that document that Tinubu is doing today. Essentially, he just used that document to deceive some unsuspecting Nigerians to think that he had a good plan for this country. What a shame. In other news, I just found out now that 6,500 Ghana cedis is 1 million naira. I genuinely don't even know how to feel about this. Did you see that? 6,500 Ghanaian currency is now 1 million naira. We talk about the dollar and the pounds and the euros, but now Ghana cedis, 6,500 is 1 million naira. Sit down, reflect on this. Those of you that are still supporting Tinubu or that still have soft spot for him, or those of you that are still sitting on the fence, look at what this man has done to our country. So even Ghana here, a Nigerian cannot go to Ghana and live again. Because if you go there with 1 million naira, it reduces to 6,500. Immediately you change. This is the disaster that we are talking about, and it is going to get worse as we approach 2027. Nigerians must not allow sentiments of fear or indifference to deter them this time around. We must come together, cast our sentiments aside, and get the APC out of power. But until then, make I still enter town, make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una I dey here, so don't go away.